Today I wanted to talk about the Withdoll KWD, which is, I think, referred to as Kid Withdoll or KWD. So I wanted to go over some of the jointing of this body and the movement. So let's first start out with the top joints and then go down. So here is the default movement for the head. And of course they can go all the way around. Let's talk about the chest here. So this is how far back it can go, and then how far forward. You can see here there's a little lip to catch it, to bring it back to the default position. A little bit of side to side motion there, which is good. Oh, another thing with the chest, so you can get a little bit of turning there. That's really, really smooth. Super, super smooth. You don't feel like it's going to snap back at all. Let's talk about the shoulders next. So we have 90 degrees upwards and almost 90 degrees forwards. I'd say almost 90 degrees as well for upwards. So pretty good there. Let's talk about elbows. So I noticed that these elbows do not rotate. This is due to this protruding elbow piece here, to the peanut. You can see it does not, doesn't have the ability to move beyond these panels block it in. You may find some difficulty moving the arm when closed, and with it encased like this, these side panels are more likely to have tension from this and crack from attempting to move the elbow with clothes on. So this is 90 degrees, and let's see, I would say it doesn't really like to go and stay farther than 90. That's about as far as it will go. Perhaps if the peanut was longer. Let's look at the wrist. So decent, it hits this lip here, and as well as the other side. I wouldn't say it's 90 degrees, maybe like 45 each way. The closer that where the hook connects to is centered, the more likely this can rotate 90 degrees. It also depends on how much of this ball is showing outside of the hand as well, as far as I've found. So done all of these joints, the center, so let's go on to here. So let's see, do we get, oh, so there's a bit of a lip here, you'll notice, which prevents it from moving upwards without a little bit of force. But it's nice you don't have to pull out the joints to do so. Putting it back, there seems to be a little tendency to twist, but not too much that it gets stuck, it seems. You can see here, it actually doesn't fit well that way. And then the rotation happens at the cut here. Let's see about how well they look. That looks pretty 90 degrees for the back. And no issue sitting up. You can also see how close the legs are together once they're sitting. So we do have a swivel joint. There's no locking mechanism, so the leg can go all the way around. the difference in like the symmetry of this rotation is not too bad. Sometimes it can be quite dramatic as you rotate the leg. It's pretty impossible to do that secondary lift without fully pulling it out and catching the lip. You can see here the lip doesn't catch out the edge, but within the lower leg piece, which I don't normally see. Let's put that back down. Take a look at the knee. So you can see here there is a lip that prevents it from sliding all the way in. So in order to engage the knee, you have to pull it a little bit. And it seems to be the same for the bottom. There we go, all the way. So since the lip here is so strong, there is a likelihood that that could chip off or snap off, or you're more likely to have some scuffing there unless you kind of learn to really be gentle when you're moving this and hold the tension until it engages. So let me go back and try it with this pulled out. You can see you have to do a lot of holding and pulling. It can strain your hands a little. So that is the leg up. This is likely something you cannot do with clothes on, perhaps with shorts. I'm being very gentle, but it's a lot of pulling. But once out, there seems to be very stable. Yeah, that lip makes this very stable. So let's take a look. So here is the knees and the upper joint engaged, and you can see there is there is lean back, so you have to engage the chest a little. But once you do, it's very simple. Just glides forward, then very, very solid. And that is fully forward. And feet flat. That's quite cute. Ooh. Although maybe a little bit difficult to get here. Let's take a look at the ankles. So that's how far back they go, and then how far forward. The more the feet point downwards, sometimes it can be easier to like pull on pants and stuff, because they're less likely to push up and then get snagged on the pants. I find that this doll body can stand very well by itself. I would say the feet they immediately shuffle away. So yeah, they're not meant to, they're not, you can see the elastic there is kind of being pulled away that way. So in my opinion, this is a nice body. The elbows though are definitely my least favorite thing. I don't appreciate when elbows can't rotate, or there isn't another joint to compensate for that, as it leads to tendency for breakage or snapping off. So here I copied some of the promotional images. They weren't really being tricky with this. It was super easy to do any of these poses. It took less time to balance than it actually did to maneuver the doll into the pose. Like for example this one, 2 seconds to balance, and it's all thanks to the ankle joint being really rigid and easy to position. I also found this kind of funny that this had to be flipped around to do that pose. So here I'm just gonna, I put some stuff on them, so I'm just gonna play around a little, and then you can see like in real time how the body poses and stuff. I'm just trying to use that upper joint, and it's pretty difficult. Ooh! With tights on. There we go. Kind of snagged the top. Pulling out. That's pretty cute. Anyway, thanks for watching.